This is our wonderful first grade class from Mrs. Farrell's room, and they are going to be performing Peter and the Wolf. Each character is going to be represented by a different instrument that we have here in the classroom. Early one morning, while Grandfather was dreaming of an angel and a bear and a runaway bull, Peter tiptoed from their cottage out into the garden, and he walked past the fat duck. Peter opened up the gate and then skipped out into the meadow. There was a little bird perched on the branch of a big tree near the garden wall. He was Peter's friend. "Good morning, Peter," chirped the bird. "What a fine, fine day." When the duck saw that Peter had not closed the gate, she began waddling out of the garden and into the meadow. "Oh, I'm so glad I could start my day with a swim in my very own pond." The little bird and the duck were friends, but sometimes they liked to tease each other. Today, the bird flew down onto the grass and said to the duck, "What kind of a bird are you if you can't fly?" And the duck quacked back, "What kind of a bird are you if you can't swim?" And they fought and argued back and forth, splashing and flying, flittering and hopping. "You can't fly, you can't swim." And then suddenly, Peter saw his cat sneaking through the tall grass. "Oh, how I love little birds," thought the cat. "And this one is so busy arguing, I'll just grab him and start my day with a lovely breakfast." "Look out!" shouted Peter. And the bird flew away into the big tree by the garden wall, and the duck quacked at the cat from the middle of the pond. Meanwhile, Peter's grandfather woke up and was wondering where Peter was. He came stomping through the garden gate, stomping, 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 and out into the meadow. And he said to Peter, "How many times must I tell you not to go into the meadow alone? And always close the gate. What would you do if a wolf came out of the forest?" And Peter said, "I'm not afraid of the wolf." "Silly boy," said Grandfather, "the wolf is dangerous." And he led Peter back into the garden, locked the gate, and went into the cottage. Then the danger came. All of a sudden, a wolf crept through the meadow and through the grass. The cat was the first to see it, so she ran into the tree and all the way up, far, far, and higher, higher, until she could go no further. But the duck didn't see the wolf. She was only concerned for her friend. "Look out for the cat, little bird," said the duck. But the duck didn't see the wolf until it was too late. She waddled as fast as she could, but the wolf caught up with her, going faster and faster. And then, with one gulp, the wolf ate the duck. The wolf licked his lips and went over to the tree. "Now he's after you," said the bird to the cat. And the cat said to the bird, "I'm after you. But you'll never catch me," the bird said. Now, Peter was watching all of this from behind the closed gate. "I'm not afraid of the wolf," he said. He ran into the cottage and came back with a rope. And this rope was to help catch the wolf. So he grabbed the branch and went to the tree and then whispered to the bird, asking him to distract the wolf while he ties the rope around the wolf's tail. Then, all of a sudden, Peter pulls on the wolf, on the rope, and pulls it tighter and tighter and tighter, and the wolf keeps trying to get away. And then Peter realized he had caught the wolf, and the wolf lied down in defeat. Then hunters came out of the forest, and they were looking around, and they saw the wolf and started shooting up into the air. And Peter says, "Stop, stop, don't shoot. You don't have to shoot. We already caught the wolf." And the hunters felt relieved. They offered to help Peter lead the wolf back to the home as long as the wolf was still tied to the rope. "Follow me," chirped the bird, and all of them went into the forest. First came Peter, marching through the forest, and then the hunters, and the wolf, and the grandfather, and the cat, and last is the bird fluttering around their heads. Peter and I caught the wolf. And then the duck was quacking so much in the wolf's stomach that the wolf coughed her out And the duck joined everybody else in the procession. The end.